Hi again. My name is Ulu and I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii. And this is my second video blog. I'm kind of having fun with these. After watching my first one, I realized that maybe I should say a little something about specific things that I've learned so far in my 6 days being with Empower Network. Um, I want to keep these videos short, so I just want to cover one per video. But the first thing I really want to cover, because for me this is the most important and the most powerful thing, is I learned this concept of empowerment and empowering myself um, in very positive ways. That was something that I really needed in my life because I grew up, for a lot of you in Hawaii, especially females, if you're Asian, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I grew up with all Chinese women. And I have a brother, and he got treated differently than I did. Um, he got emotionally taken care of just a little bit better than I did. And that really impacted me because from small kid time, I was always being told in very subtle and subjective ways that I was never good enough. I never would be good enough. The way I was spoken to was always phrased with negative terminology. And in fact, I didn't even know how to talk. As I was going up all the way through high school, I didn't really know how to talk to people. I didn't know how to carry on a conversation, even. I had a friend of mine told me, and I was well into my 20s before she told me this. She said that, when people ask you questions, you don't carry on a conversation with them. You give them a one-word answer and that's it. And so people think that you don't want to talk to them. I hadn't even realized I was doing that. And then when I did say things, people would always give me strange looks. And finally, another friend was generous enough to tell me that it was because the things I said came out sounding really mean. So I spent a great amount of my 20s trying to work on that. And, I made significant improvement. I can actually talk to people now. But even now, I'm finding that when I don't think about it, I revert back to saying things that come out sounding mean. And I don't intend for it to be that way. So one of the really valuable things that I'm learning from Empower Network is to, first of all, to think positively. Because when you start thinking positively, the words that come out of your mouth are also more positive. And for me, that's huge. That is just absolutely huge for me to be able to speak in a more positive way and without having to always watch what I say. It's exhausting to try and always watch what you say. So this is one of the things that I'm learning through Empower Network, because the way that they speak to you all the time, the way that everybody speaks to you all the time is very positive. And you start to pick up on that subconsciously, and you start mimicking those behaviors. And I'm loving it because really that was one of the things that in my life at this time I knew. A month ago, I knew this is what I want to do this summer is I want to learn how to speak more positively in a better, more acceptable way. And look, the universe provided me exactly with the tools that I needed to do it. So, that's my number one thing that I learned so far from being with Empower Network. Number two will be coming up either today or tomorrow. We'll see. Aloha.